We are featuring two mistresses, powerful women in history who wielded great power through their lovers and elevated their friends, family, and of course themselves. Anne Boleyn. It didn't end well for her, but she got a lot done for the Protestant movement through King Henry VIII and her daughter, Queen Elizabeth. Giulia Farnese, a wealthy mistress of the famous Borgia Pope and sister to Pope Paul III. She did a lot for her brother's cause in the College of Cardinals, which in turn helped lift her noble family even higher. The soul has no gender, Plotinus. This quote can be interpreted as the rejection of the idea that women are inherently less capable than men. Anne Boleyn was a controversial person. She was a mistress, or she was married in the eyes of God and man. I guess it depends on, do you believe her marriage was valid? The Catholic Church at the time didn't. King Henry VIII several times claimed that it wasn't. Parliament passed a law stating that it wasn't valid at one point as well. Anne Boleyn caught the eye of King Henry VIII. Anne was a strong-willed and intelligent woman who quickly captured the heart of the king. King Henry was already married to Catherine of Aragon, but was desperate for a male heir. He sought to have his marriage annulled by the Catholic Church, but they refused to grant him a divorce. So, Henry decided to break away from the church and establish his own, the Church of England. Anne became a key figure in Henry's life and was instrumental in his decision to establish the Church of England. She was a supporter of the Protestant Reformation and encouraged Henry to break away from the Catholic Church. However, their relationship was not without its challenges. Anne struggled to conceive a male heir, and Henry began to lose interest in her. He also became infatuated with Jane Seymour, one of Anne's ladies-in-waiting. Anne's fate was sealed when she was accused of adultery, incest, and treason. She was arrested, tried, found guilty, and eventually executed. King Henry went on to marry Jane Seymour, who bore him a son, Edward VI. But the legacy of Anne Boleyn lived on, and her story has fascinated people for centuries. In the end, it was her child, Queen Elizabeth, who held on to the throne after the boy king and Bloody Mary, and don't forget Lady Jane Grey, who was queen for just 9 days. In the end, by sheer will, she was a key figure in parting the country away from the Catholic Church, rose above her station and married the king, and eventually her child ruled the kingdom in her own right as queen. Giulia Farnese was born in 1474 in Rome, Italy. She was the daughter of a noble family and was known for her beauty and wit. She was sister to and great patron of her brother, Cardinal Alessandro Farnese, who would later become Pope Paul III. Giulia caught the eye of Rodrigo Borgia, who would later become Pope Alexander VI. He was immediately taken with her and began a relationship with her, despite already having several mistresses. Giulia quickly rose to power and became known as Borgia's bride. She used her influence with Alexander to secure positions for her family and secure positions for her brother in the church. She also became a patron of the arts and supported many artists, including Michelangelo. Despite her powerful position, Giulia was not without enemies. She was target of many rumors and gossip, and some accused her of being a spy for the French, but she was able to weather the storm and maintain her position at the top of Roman society, and continued to wield her influence and was known as one of the most powerful women in Rome. Giulia Farnese died in 1524 at the age of 50. Her legacy lives on as a powerful woman who rose to the top of Roman society and wielded immense influence during a time of great change and upheaval. Overall, Giulia Farnese's accomplishments were based on her ability to navigate the complex of the Renaissance Rome and use her charm and wit to wield influence with powerful men and become the key figure in the rise of success of her entire family. especially the rise of her brother, Pope Paul III. She remains an inspiration for women who aspire to break through barriers and achieve success in male-dominated fields.